Hello, Aquarius. It's time for your mid-June update. We're going to start out with an oracle card to see what kind of energy you're working with here in the second half of the month. And we have the Tailor, attention to detail and pride. Normally, you may be a very big picture person and not really like seeing the detail or being excited about the detail. But this is a month or the second half of the month anyway, maybe even the whole month for some reason is coming through, or for the next month. But there is this desire, or for some reason, there's a particular subject or thing that you are interested in, and you want to know all the details. You want to know how every single piece works. You're going to become the expert in this, and you're going to have all the information in this, is what I am feeling. This is something you're excited about and something that you're going to take a lot of pride in. And it could be anything. It could be a certain task at work, if you want to break it down that far. It could be a certain product. It could be a certain game. It could be tarot and knowing everything about every major arcana card. Or maybe even the whole deck. But starting with just the major arcana is a good place. Anyway, this is something that maybe you've always had kind of a peripheral interest in and maybe had the big picture view of it, but something catches your attention or sparks your interest enough where you are going to want to sit down and study it in detail. Interesting. What topic are you into? What is it that you're excited about? Let's see what the tarot cards have to say. We have the King of Wands, the Three of Cups, Justice, the Two of Swords, and the Eight of Pentacles. Yep, mastery. So what am I seeing here? What's my feeling? Yeah, it could be related to law in some way. Let's get into each of the individual cards. I feel like, yeah, this is all about the going into the detail and really focusing yourself. Okay. We're starting off here with the King of Wands. I feel like this is you, even though this is a fire element. And the king, it's very masculine energy, but it's also very much the top of the food chain, if you will. Someone who can control the action. They're very passionate about what they believe in. They are not afraid to speak about it or to it or advise others on it. So maybe this is even somebody, if it's not you, it's somebody that you admire and look up to. And this may be the person, some lecture or something you see on YouTube or somewhere from this person is what's going to get you excited about digging into this, about learning more about it. They're very inspirational and very passionate about this topic. And they're all in on it. So yeah, I think for most of you, this is going to be the inspiration, this person that you look up to, that you admire, and you want to learn a lot more about this thing that they're doing, that they recommend, that they're excited about, that's getting you excited about it. And then we have the Three of Cups. It may not just be you that's excited about it. You may be with a group of friends who are all interested in this. And again, this could be related to law, and I'm getting that off this Justice card. We'll get to that when I get there. It could also be related to investing, or something where you, like, maybe eventually you'll all go into together to fund something, or to take up a certain cause, or to take up a certain project together. But these are the people that are on the same page as you, that you hang out with, that you encourage each other, you support each other, you exchange ideas and opinions back and forth. And sometimes it can get heated, but there's this core, you guys just stick together. Even if you don't agree on something, fine, you don't agree on it. You agree on other things. You like each other, ultimately. You like hanging out together. And you like that exchange of ideas that you guys have. Yeah. It's almost like a study group, but it's not quite a study group. It's a little looser than that, but at the same time, a very tight group of people. And then we have the Justice card, and this is where the legal or justice piece is coming from. Maybe it's a case that catches your eye and you want to learn everything about it. I don't know if it's something that's in the media now or something in the past, or maybe it's a local issue and you want to know every single detail about that particular issue, all the way down to the little municipal laws or local laws or association rules, even from the very minute detail there up to the big picture to the state and federal laws that might feed into it. And what is that chain and how does it all work together? And are there any conflicts in there? It's just something you're fascinated by along those lines, and you want to know more about it. You want to know every single detail because you want to right a wrong, or you want to know why a certain court decision was made. Should it have been made that way? It's almost like you're studying it. So it could be that some of you are into law or law school or interested in that, or maybe it's a true crime thing that you're fascinated by. And this is the particular story of the month that you want to know everything about it. Alternatively, this could be, again, a financial or investment thing, and you want to know more about the company and the history of the company and those stocks and the people that are on the board and so on and so forth, and all the things, the ups and downs and whatnot. But it has to do with the Justice card is about bringing things back into balance, to understanding fully the situation. Kind of be about karma too. So maybe that's what's fascinating you about a decision that was reached, is the way that it was reached. And again, it comes back to that, finding out why and how it got to where it was or is. And then we have the Two of Swords. So it could be that you didn't have an opinion one way or the other on it up until now, and now you're forming an opinion. Swords are an air element. This is you in your element. The two is about choices, having to make a decision. A lot of times we see this as a figure that's blindfolded and holding two swords crossing their chests. And it's a decision point. You need to make a decision. If you don't make the decision, somebody else is going to make it for you, and you will not like it. There isn't a wrong decision, right? You weighed the pros and cons of either side, and they're pretty much even. So now it's up to you to decide with your own intuition or your own emotional energy, your heart, which decision feels the most right to you. You have all the facts and figures. You've done all the research. Which way would you have gone? What again, if this were a case where there was a jury, if you were in the jury, now knowing everything you know, would you have come to the same decision? Or are there things you think interesting, the jury didn't know that would have helped them reach a decision? That's an interesting take on it. But again, I'm just really drawn to the fact that they're there, they're studying it, they're making a list, they're really into this subject, this thing that they're looking at, and maybe this decision that they ultimately need to make or want to make about this. If it's an investment thing, maybe it's okay, well, now there's these two different stocks or investment opportunities available to me. Which one do I want to put my money into? Which one is the right one for me? So it comes down to where they really balance out. Then you need to do the one that you're most drawn to yourself. That's going to be the right decision for you. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles. This is a card where you are now being seen as an expert in this area. Your expertise is being noticed. The work that you've put in is known. The knowledge you have to share. People are seeking you out for advice. They value your opinion. You're known as an expert on this one particular thing. And it's very empowering. Can also sometimes feel a little overwhelming, but also very empowering because you're very sure of what you know and how you got to this knowledge. Let's see what you have on the back of the deck. The Hermit. It's been coming up a lot lately. The Hermit says, okay, great. You have all this information now. You've made some decisions. Now it's time to internalize some of that. To go within with everything that you know now. How does that change the direction of your life? Of what it is you want to do going forward? Is this something that you want to continue to learn more about? Or do you want to be doing something else? Does this still feel like something that is going to interest you for a long time to come? Is this an opportunity you still want to pursue that feels right for you? If you're holding up the lantern of your own light, which path is it shining down? And what's down that path? Follow it and find out. Because this may be a new beginning for you in a new career or hobby or investment area, but it's something. Or if it's not, maybe there's something else that's come out of this that now is piquing your interest. But take the time to don't just keep following it out of habit now, or because everybody might be expecting you to. Make sure it's really something that still suits you and who you want to be. And that, Aquarius, is what I have for you for June, for your mid-June update. Please hit that like button and please hit subscribe to help me grow my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you later.